Good morning, and welcome to the Emily Butler Show. Today we have a very special guest, Miss Coco Chanel.
Hello, everyone.
So there's been some conflicting stories about your upbringing. Would you care to clear that up for us today?
Well, my mother had me before she married my father. We were a very poor family living in France. My mother died when I was 12 because of bronchitis, and my dad sent my brothers off to do work and make money. Then he sent me and my sisters off to a convent in France. It was a very religious place and very disciplined. After the convent, I was forced to attend a Catholic boarding school.
Do you think your upbringing affected your designs?
I grew up in a convent where all the girls were forced to act and dress the same. I wanted to help impact them and change the role of women.
So how did you get your start in the fashion world?
When I was around 20, I became involved with a man, and he offered to help me start a business in France. Later, I received more financial help from another man I dated, and I started out selling hats at my first shop in Paris. I also got into designing clothes after I fashioned a dress for myself I made out of an old jersey. Many people started asking me where I got my dress, and I offered to make them one. I then opened a shop in Deauville and Barrettese, and my fortune was built on that old jersey I put on when it was cold in Deauville.
I love your perfume, Chanel No. 5. I'm wearing it right now. But you were actually the first to launch a perfume featuring the designer's name. How did that impact your business?
It took my business to new heights. Perfume is the unseen, unforgettable, ultimate accessory of fashion that heralds your arrival and prolongs your departure.
People say that you revolutionized the look of the 20s, borrowing elements of menswear and emphasizing being casual while still fabulous. What designs do you think prompted this?
I wanted to get rid of the corsets and confining garments of women's fashion. It started when I introduced my Chanel suit, which featured a collarless jacket and a fitted skirt. I also introduced the little black dress.
Yeah, there has been some controversy over your little black dress. People were shocked when you designed something in all black, which is supposed to be a color for mourning. But you showed just how chic it could be for evening wear. Now, if you don't mind me asking, how did the Great Depression of the 1930s affect your business?
It definitely had a negative impact on my business, but it was actually the outbreak of World War II that forced me to close down my business. I had to fire all my workers and close down all my shops.
Do you have any comments for us on your involvement with the German military officer? Some people even go so far as to say you were a collaborator with the Nazi Party, even though after the war ended and you were interrogated for your relationship with the officer and were not charged as a collaborator, people still view that relationship as a betrayal of France. So, again, do you have any comments on that?
I'd rather not talk about that in detail, but because of this, I did have to leave France and move to Switzerland.
Obviously, you went through a little rough patch, but your business has definitely recovered.
Yeah, I returned to the fashion world and Paris when I turned 70. At first, I received a lot of harsh reviews from critics, but eventually I won back all my shoppers all around the world.
Well, it was certainly your revolutionary and feminine designs that won back the hearts of women everywhere. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
And thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time on The Emily Butler Show.